This is Python's Paradise. This is your host, Greg Gilbert, aka the Python Hyena, straight out of Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada, but rocking the beautiful city of Toronto behind me because, I consider that my true home. Love Toronto. And, I got my time mixed up coming on here today, but luckily my guest wasn't in a big hurry because he's always in the washroom. Yes, he's usually bunched up something awful. It doesn't matter what washroom. It's just bunched up something fierce, you know? I don't know about this guy, but he reached out and he had a project that he was promoting, and I'm like, oh, he must be doing something with Mark Torgo, the Toxic Avenger. Must be, folks. I got Secret Santa here on Blu-ray. I love Secret Santa, and I know Adam Marcus is tickled, but I love Secret Santa, and I think it's his best film. And I've interviewed a number of people from this movie, and I had one of them reach out to me to come on the show today, and I am more than happy to have him. Folks, I give you Uncle Carter himself, Curtis Fortier. Did I say your last name right?
Fortier. The number four,
Fortier.
then like you're crying, Fortier. That's okay. No, if you're in France, it'd be Fortier. Yeah, je parle
Yeah,
français. Yeah, je m'appelle Fortier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ici donc la
What
France.
nationality is that last name?
French. It's French. Uh,
You see, I can't speak French. I only speak English and 4 o'clock traffic.
okay. But you're in Canada. I thought they speaking French was mandatory.
No, that's if you're in Quebec.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Here in New Brunswick, we're all about not standing out and having no reason for anybody to come here for tourism.
Okay. Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it?
I don't.
I
I
mean,
don't.
I always thought New Brunswick was beautiful and nice and a big tourist destination.
No,
No? Okay, all right.
it's not a big tourist destination. What do we have?
All right, let me cross that off my list then. It was
Yeah. Nope.
nice. Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate yeah, everybody that's the line I'm known for from Secret Santa. I'm bound up something fierce.
hmm
That's the line. That's the line everybody remembers.
how many restaurants and hotels and places have you wrecked that you got kicked out of?
I know, just too many. Too many. Well, the
Yeah.
character, the character's known for that. That's but yeah, no,
I
Secret
don't
Santa was a
believe that.
great
I
movie. You're
believe
right.
I
What
believe
was it?
Adam was typecasting.
I think he may have. He knows us all so well in that movie. Yeah. We're all good friends. So he's like, all right, I gotta write for each character.
He was like, uh, Andrew Lynch is or Drew Lynch, excuse me, is a
Yes.
stutterer. Yeah.
Yep.
And Curtis, well, he did wreck our bathroom.
Yeah. Multiple times. Multiple Christmas parties. Yep. And Ryan, Ryan is a vegan who she's a or not vegan, sorry, she's a vegetarian in the piece. She's a vegetarian in real life and she's a vegetarian in the movie. So
Well, it would help if she'd come on here. She has never come on here yet, but
oh, she hasn't? Ah.
no, nope.
Hmm.
But I've had a number of you on here. I've had Adam on here a couple times, and I've had the Cackle Queen on here, Deborah
Deb
Sullivan.
Sullivan. Yep.
Yeah, she's the Cackle Queen. And I've had this is your third solo, but I also had you on once with Michelle.
Michelle, and I think I was on with Pippi too, wasn't I?
No, Pippi didn't make it onto that one.
What did I do? I did something with Pippi. Huh.
Yeah,
Maybe I reached out to her to be on this. Maybe
yeah.
and she's Swedish, obviously. That's true. I mean, she's Swedish in the movie, and then she's Swedish in real life. Um, uh, and I know she flies back to Sweden fairly often to see
Is
her
she
family.
related to the Swedish chef?
I think so. I think she is. I think that's her uncle. She
I
eats really
think so.
well. Yeah.
But I've had Michelle on here a couple times solo as well. I've had Oh, I'm going blank on his Will Dixon. I had him on, and
Oh, well, okay.
yeah,
Will Dixon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I had Tim Eilers, the guy who did the score,
Yep.
and let me see who else. And
Oh,
of
he did
course,
the
I had
score, he did the
Pippi.
music. Yes.
Yep, yeah. Well, I think
Pip.
Tim was
Yep.
quite.
Oh, you did have Pippi.
Yeah, I had Pippi. Yep. I think Tim was quite happy that I would pay. Like, I don't think he realized until I was talking to him how closely I was paying attention to his music in it too, and I think he was quite happy about that.
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah, I've had 7 or 8 people from the movie on here. So, yeah.
nice.
Yep. So,
That's perfect.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So,
That's great.
are you doing any
Yeah.
more projects with Adam?
Adam's all in. I know he's involved in a couple of documentary films right now. I know he's coming out with the one about the Friday the 13th movie he directed. Friday the
Yeah, I'm
13th, The Final
involved with
Friday.
that. Yeah.
He's doing that, and then there's another one he's doing. I don't know if I can. I shouldn't say because I know he always plays stuff close to the vest. He tells us. I know there's another documentary movie he's working on, and he's
Well, I
always
know
writing
it's
something.
about the Cackle Queen. I know.
Oh,
I've
it's
heard
yeah,
all
exactly.
about it.
It's about his wife, Deb Sullivan.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
yep,
about
yep.
the Cackle Queen.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's always a couple scripts that he always has in the work. So he's always got something on the horizon. So
Well, I
so
want him
there's
to get Fat Camp Massacre on the horizon because that was
oh
what
that's
he was put.
right.
Yeah, with Lindsay Hollister, who I've had on here a couple times. I want him to do that. It's like, come on,
That's
Adam.
right. Yeah, she's great. She's great. Yeah, I don't know where that project is. That I don't know. That I'm not familiar with. But
I liked her, and she did Uwe Boll's best movies, which were um, get on Postal. That's it, Postal and Blubberella. She's got a good
okay.
sense. She's got a good sense of humor, I'll tell you. But anyway, yeah, you contacted me, and you had uh, a project that you are looking to promote. Um,
Yes.
yeah, you're what PST time?
I'm in Los Angeles, Pacific time.
What's it
Yep.
like there right now?
Let me look. It's a little overcast. It's a little overcast right now.
I
So
know
it's
you
it's
guys had
overcast
it
and chilly.
rough in January, I'll tell you that.
Holy crap. Yeah, I was right near the evacuation notice. I was about 10 blocks from the red line because I live in Santa Monica, and part of Santa Monica was under an evacuation notice because the fire was just north of us in the Pacific Palisades. So so yeah, the evacuation notice came right up to about 10 blocks from my apartment. So I had so yeah, so I at the very least I was ready to go. I definitely moved all my valuable X-Men comics to another house. A good friend of mine let me crash at her place because I wanted to get out before the evacuation notice hit me because once it hit me, then everybody was just going to be on their way out. So I packed up a go bag. In fact, I was in acting class and I kind of kept watching on my phone. I'm like, wait a minute, that line's moving closer and closer to my apartment. I should. So I bolted from class and packed up a go bag and I was ready to go. So yeah, it was crazy. A lot of people lost their homes. It's tragic and they're doing their best to rebuild. So, but still, it was tough. It's tough. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy with Governor Newsom, or as I'd like to call him, Governor Nuisance.
Oh, geez. Yeah, there's people on both sides of the aisle with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where you
So,
stand. You don't have to tell me, but we've got our own political issues here, so we're hoping to at the end of this month to avoid another 4 years of crap. So yeah,
ah, ah,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
we want
But
crap.
yeah, we only
But thanks for
reserve
having me
that.
on, though. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Like I said, for those listening, I was a little late coming on here because and it wasn't that I didn't know. It's like I was like I was think like I said, I started when I set my Zooms up, I used to tell people, I'm at this and such a time, and people get mixed up because I can't seem to book these from Atlantic Canada time. So it's like nobody knows where we are here. So I was like, well, maybe if I just book them by East Coast time, that solves the problem.
Yeah, I
You
used to live
know?
in Michigan, so I was totally been on Eastern time. So I
Yeah,
actually had a bit because on the link you sent, it did have 1 p.m. and I there was a bit of a panic. I'm like, oh, is this in 3 hours? But I'm like, no, we and then I read where you wrote 10 a.m. PST. So yeah, so
yeah.
nope, here we are.
So
Thanks again.
yeah, so that was on me on that one, but anyway, yeah, we're here. So I've had a couple of people I've had to reschedule and whatnot too. So
Huh.
yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
congratulations on the success of the podcast. That's great. That's great that this is going well for you.
well, I don't make money at it. I do it for fun, but I work two cleaning jobs,
Mm,
and I'm usually anywhere from 70 to 80 hours a week. So
jeez.
between
Jeez, that's crazy. I
yeah, and I
appreciate you
did my
taking time out then to talk to me.
yep. I do this when I can, but did my taxes yesterday morning, and our government's so poor they want me to pay $2,800. I'm like, well,
What?
really?
What? Mm-mm. You can
So
spend it on DVDs.
I don't know, but
Ah,
the guy I'm voting for at the end of the month is promising to axe the carbon tax and the industrial tax. I'm voting for Pierre Poilievre. I'll say that right now. I even got a
well,
beanie. I got
oh, look
that
at
right
that.
in the
Okay,
mail.
great.
Yep,
All right, all
because
right,
I have nothing good to say about Justin Trudeau or Mark Carney.
all right, all
So,
right,
yep, yep. I'm not liberal or conservative. I'm for whoever wants to unscrew up my life. I
all right.
work two jobs, so paying
Yeah.
$2,800 in taxes, and I guess one of my jobs doesn't. There's not enough taxes taken out, and I'm like,
Mm, mm,
like
yeah.
I'll get that paid up because I remember I did Chiller back a year ago this month in New Jersey. It was my first trip to the States, and I did the con there. And I think due to the change in money, I think I had 3,100 on my visa on that one, so I got that completely paid off. So this is less. So I'm like, yeah, I'll work at it. I'll get it. I'll get
Right.
it.
All right. Yeah, because you could use that money to donate to the Kickstarter from any project if if you didn't have to pay it to the government.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your new project because you got beautiful animation there behind you. Is that part of your project?
Yes, that's the poster done by comic book artist Ralph Miranda for 12-Sided Die season 2. So that's our poster. That's our movie poster. So I couldn't get it to fit on the screen, but that's kind of right in the middle of it. There's me right there. And then that is Brandon Easton. He's a comic book writer. He gives a special appearance in the thing.
What
And
do
I don't know
you
if you can
do?
see that's Chris Bell. That's
Yeah.
her in her blue dress. She's the female lead, and it's the second season, which is really great. The first season, people asked me where it's available, and right now it's only available on the Kickstarter. So if you donate at the different levels of the Kickstarter, you get a download of the first season, and then a download of the second season, and then we have a side series which is all mini episodes. You can get a download of that. So we have a lot of content and the second season is really cool. We have a lot of really special people involved. Everybody came back from the first season, but the second season is directed by Tim Russ. I don't know if you know who Tim Russ is. He played Tuvok on Star Trek Voyager. He
Okay.
directed it. Yep. And then we have Andy Robinson who played Garrick on Deep Space Nine. He uh he plays a role, and then Kitty Swink who was also in Deep Space Nine. She's in the piece as well. And comic book illustrator Tess Fowler, who did all the she drew the IDW Dungeons and Dragons comics. She's drawn Star Trek comics. Cynthia, her character is an artist. in the piece. So I wanted to showcase her art, and Tess Fowler did all the interior art. So yeah, and we've shot the whole thing. It's in the process of being edited, and we just need a couple of bucks to get us over the finish line to finish it and make it look really special, and then get it into a bunch of festivals all over the country and world. So we have a Kickstarter.
Wow.
So that's what, yeah. And right now the Kickstarter is going to launch on May 1st. And right now we're trying to get as many notify me on launch followers as possible. So go to 1212sided die.com and you can see the trailer. You can see the trailer, and then you can see a link that says Kickstarter. You go to that, and that takes you to the Kickstarter page. You just click notify me on launch. So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring that up here.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So why isn't Michelle Renee Allaire animated back there? I mean, come on now. Come on.
I don't know. Yeah, I should we should do that just anyway. We should just do that. Michelle Renee Allaire was
Mhm.
obviously in Secret Santa with me. I didn't have any scenes with her. Well, we had the scene in the at around the table. That was cool, but I didn't have any direct dialogue with her. So, but no, she's great. She's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, she runs a diner. She owns a diner in Culver City. So if you're ever in Culver City, go to S&W Diner, and
Oh,
you
I
can see
would
her
sweat if I went
and
in there and saw her.
order some delicious food.
Oh my, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you're right. I mean, she should have an animated page anyway.
So
Just yes.
you get 12 sided die and you get 12 sided die side quest. Which one are you promoting here? The side quest one?
Both of them
One.
actually, because
Okay.
here's what. Well, right now we're trying to finish both of them, and that's what
Oh,
the
okay. I'm
Kickstarter is
seeing
for.
the poster. Okay, all right.
Right. Yeah, the cool part about the side quests is like a lot of actors, in fact, Will Dixon, who was in Secret Santa, he helped
Hmm.
he's a whiz at every job on set you can do, whether it's actor, director, uh, he can do. So God bless him, he helped me out behind the scenes as set designer and just as general all around great guy on set to keep everything moving. But he's, as you know, he's a super talented actor, super talented actor. So a lot of actors help me out behind the scenes, and I wanted to give them something, something in front of the camera. And it was tricky when I wrote each season. You can't just jam 25 actors into the thing. So what I did is I took the characters from 12 Sided Die and I wrote a bunch of mini episodes that take place in the universe, but at different points in the timeline. But if I were to shove them into the main story, it would just be too distracting. It would slow everything down. So I wrote mini episodes, and Will is in one of the mini episodes. So that's what the side quests are for. Because if you play an RPG or a video game, and you have to save the queen or save the princess from the castle, but you might need a really good sword to do it. You go off on a side quest to do the sword, and that's what the side quests are. They're mini episodes with a lot of actors that help me behind the scenes in front of the camera, and there's even some questions answered in the main story in the side quest. So it's all kind of the same thing. So if
You
that makes
know,
any sense.
I'm looking at it, and I'm number one, the animation looks stunning. It
Thanks.
reminds me, it reminds me of Ralph Bakshi animations.
Oh,
Do you not
okay.
see that?
Wow. I'm not
And that
familiar
that
with
that's a
the.
compliment. I've had Bakshi on here a couple times.
Okay. No, oh, I take it. I take it. Yeah, and I should what's that animation? That's
Ralph Bakshi. Like he did Fritz the Cat and Heavy Traffic, but he also did like Lord of the Rings animation and
Oh, wow.
American
Oh, yeah.
Pop
No,
and
that
stuff.
I'm familiar with. Oh, yeah. No, I know Ralph Miranda. He's the artist
Yeah,
that drew that. I will let him know that. He will be very he'll be very happy to know that.
yeah. I've had Bakshi on here a couple times, and
Oh, really?
oh yeah, So I was very happy to talk to him about that, but I don't know. And I don't know why it's making me think it's. I'm seeing that guy at the tie and the sword and shield, and you're saying that's you. Aren't you
Yes,
supposed to
that's
have
me.
a toilet seat for a shield?
No,
A
no.
plunger?
This is
Come
this
on,
is a
man. I'm tying in Secret Santa here, you
You
know?
are tying Secret Santa. Yes, yes. And if they make a secret, if Anna makes a Secret Santa sequel, say that 10 times fast, then yeah, maybe I'm sure he'll have me coming out of the bathroom again. But yeah,
That could be
no. In fact, although that said, we do have a scene in season two. We do have a scene in we have two scenes in the bathroom, which
huh?
which I mean, it's all nothing nothing weird is happening in the bathroom, but
Sure it
it's just
isn't.
that's just the way the story went. So yeah, and it was weird to shoot it because I remember Tim Russ, the director, he was like, "You really want to shoot in the bathroom?" I go, "Yeah, that's the way the story goes." So yeah, so it was crazy because it was just me and then the other actors and then the camera guy, Scott Baker in the bathroom. It was very cramped, so everybody else was outside the bathroom, but it was very, very cramped shooting it. So, but it was fun. It was fun. So. Yeah, because
Well,
we
you
shot it at the comic bug in Manhattan Beach, which is a store that Adam Marcus goes to all the time too. So yeah, I'm yeah, so they let me shoot there. So that the comic bug is featured in in season two in Manhattan
well,
Beach. Yep.
I noticed looking at the cast, you got Will Dixon involved in season two, and of course
Yep.
you've got Brian Seaton, and of course you've had Cackle Queen involved in both seasons.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she plays Debbie. Deb Sullivan plays Debbie, and she plays it's cool. She plays in because she's in a side quest episode, but she's also in the main story. And in the main story, she plays a lady that likes her wine. And then in the side quest, same character, very straight-laced character. So she got to play two very different aspects of the same character. So which is good, which she can do extremely well. She can play the definitely straight laced person, and then she can play the person that likes to drink her certain amounts of wine. She loves her wine, and again, that's kind of inspiration too. But by real life, not to out Deb about how much she likes wine, but she loves the wine.
Does
She loves
she
old fashions too. Now I
cackle?
think about it. She, yeah, she does. Yes, yes. There's a point where she does cackle in this.
Right answer.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
be critical.
Yep. Yep.
He has to cackle.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. So yeah, so I just want everybody to go to the Kickstarter right now, click notify me on launch, and maybe have me back on when the in May when it when we're launching and we can do an update and I can you know ask people to donate. So
Yeah, we could even get you on with some of the other cast too.
oh that'd be yeah, I know
Yeah.
other casts would love to come on. Absolutely.
Well, where did this originate? Because until you pitched it, uh because I don't watch television. I got my movies here, I watch on my Blu-ray player. So I'm not totally in the know of what's going on. So I was actually quite honored when you reached out to me
Oh,
to do this. I was like,
I'm honored you're having
wow.
me on.
Yeah. Well, Adam hears a lot about you from me, so
Oh God, as he should, as he should.
yeah, yeah.
He also hears a lot
You-
about me from me. So
I
so
I
yeah.
br I bring either your name or Cackle Queen up and anything, even when he's good artwork or whatever. Uh, yeah, I do that a lot. I forget what he had. He had a drawing of somebody when he was doing his artwork, and I don't remember the comment I made, but I was like, I think it was some kind of movie role, and I said, why don't you do the same thing but Uncle Carter instead?
There you go. Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to know where this originated. Now, um,
Yes.
this kind of the way you describe it sounds like a gamer thing. Am I right on that?
You're absolutely right on that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I'm trying to actually change my background again to so you can see both posters. I don't know if I can do that. I'm trying to find. Let me try this. How does that look? Because yeah, there we go. So there's
Oh, look
both
at
posters.
that. Oh,
There's both
wow.
posters. So this is season one, and then this is
Hmm.
season two. So this is season one from probably about 10 years ago. So
Hmm.
yeah. So it came about. Chris Bell was in my acting class. We were both in Adam Marcus's acting class, and
Hmm.
she wanted to do a project, and she knew somebody at the time that had equipment, and I had written a couple of things, and she's like, let's do something. And I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm a huge science fiction fan. So as is Chris. So that's kind of the way it went. But I didn't want to make it like to write something science fiction. It's you have to write it, you have to have spaceships and starships and all kinds of different stuff. And my background is in stand-up comedy. All through the 90s and the early aughts, I was on the road as a stand-up comic. I've opened for Louis Anderson, Weird Al Yankovic,
I
Gabe
love
Kaplan. So
Weird Al
yeah,
Yankovic.
oh, he's great. He's so cool. Um, so my background is in comedy. So I'm like, well, let's make it a romantic comedy with the background against people that, like science fiction and fantasy, and they play a role-playing game, and that's going to inform how the characters proceed with their lives. So I wrote season one, and it took us so long to do it, just because it was just me paying it myself, doing the seat of my pants. People would come in and go out. They'd flake. They'd come back. And at one point, I had just all the episodes half edited. And Adam Marcus came in. He's like, bring your stuff down to where I live, and we'll just go through one episode at a time. And it took us even then it took us like a year just to go one episode at a time to completely finish it. And then we finished season one, and I was done. I'm like, I am done. And we got into a number of festivals. I'm like, good enough, good enough. And then I had a great idea for the second season, and I was able to get a couple of, and over the years I had done work with Tim Russ and Scotty Baker, who's the DP. And after I wrote the script, I'm like, let me write the script and see where it goes. And I wrote the script, and I'm like, oh, I really like it. I really like it. I can't just let it sit on my hard drive. So I just started asking around and got the people on board, and all the cast wanted to come back, and it was just one step at a time. And then I just started filming it, and yeah, but I wanted to do something definitely comedy. My voice, if you will, is, everybody has fun making it, everybody has fun watching it. Come on, watch the good guys win, as they said in the Josie and the Pussycats opening theme song. That's that, guy gets the girl, girl gets the guy. That's it. Everybody
Oh,
has fun doing it.
I never
So
get the girl.
what?
Nope,
That's
I never get
terrible.
the girl.
Ah,
That's okay. I
ah.
have an all over Emma Stone shirt. I have that. So there you go. What was it like opening for Weird Al Yankovic? What was he like?
Oh, he could not have been nicer. Could not have been nicer. And just was very thankful of his success and where he was at. And the crowd was the best, because you're a comic doing 20 minutes opening for a band. You're like, this is the worst, because nobody is there to see the comic. Nobody.
Oh, I'd go there to see you.
Yeah, oh thanks, thanks. And as far as they're concerned, you being on stage is it's not the case, but you being on stage is delaying the main act coming on stage. Like, well, if we wouldn't have the stupid comic, we'd see the main act sooner.
Are
That's
you
not the
kidding? He's
case.
had
Not the
Emo
case.
Phillips open for him before, you
He
know?
has, but
So,
here's the right, but here's the
yeah.
thing. Every people like dads and moms bring their kids to the show because they grew up listening to Weird Al, and they bring their kids to it. So the whole show's family friendly. So my first joke out of the gate, I got this huge wave of laughter. I'm like, oh, they're here to pay attention to me. And I had a great 20-minute set both times I opened for them. It was
I'm
so much fun.
glad.
Yeah, it was a great fun audience. And yeah, when I kind of looked out, it was, yeah, it was parents, it was families. So, and he's on stage doing, smells like Nirvana, and Eat It, and it was just cool to watch from the wings. And then I hung out with the band afterward. So,
Yes.
and I even met him. In fact, I took a picture with him the first time that we worked together. And
Hmm.
then I had it. back then I had it developed, and then I brought it back, and then I had him sign it the second time. So
I've
it's a
got
great
all of
picture.
his stuff on. I've got all of his stuff on CD, and I've interviewed David Bowe, who was in UHF. My Weird Al
Who
story.
is he in UHF?
He was Bob,
Oh,
the guy who
oh,
gave the Twinkie Wiener sandwich to.
oh yeah! Holy crap! Wow, wow! I love that movie.
I
UHF
love
is a
that movie
great
too.
movie. It came out like I think it came out opposite
1989.
Batman. Yeah, it was like just yeah. Oh God, what a great movie.
My Weird Al story is I think it was 1995. He was supposed to play here.
Okay,
I had front row tickets, front row and
what?
center to see him at the Aiken Center here. And he
Okay,
ended up canceling because of lack of ticket sales. And
what?
I was pissed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, one more reason why I'm not a big fan of New Brunswick. You know,
Huh.
it's, yeah, because I would have loved to have seen him in concert. But anyway,
Oh, that would have
uh,
been awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
would have been awesome. I'm trying to find the picture of me and Weird Al. Where is it? I don't know where it is.
yeah.
Darn. Let's see. I hope I didn't lose all my pictures. I don't know where they are. Hmm. Hmm.
So you were a
Sorry.
gamer. My
Still
like
am. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Still am.
here's the
Yeah. In
thing.
fact,
My brother plays video games.
okay.
I did when I was young. We used to have Nintendo,
Okay.
and I loved Super Mario Brothers 2 because you could pick one of the characters. I always liked using the princess because the princess could float, you know.
Okay.
My brother still games.
All
He still
right.
games. So I find this interesting about you because I did not know this about you. So you're a gamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
where did
I
this
don't do much
start?
video game. What was that? Sorry.
Where did this all start with you, gaming?
It started when I was in high school. Yeah, in fact, yeah, I started high school. A buddy of mine played D&D, and I always wanted to play D&D because it was back in the 70s. It was that's when it really kind of that was one of the golden ages of Dungeons and Dragons. And so I would play it with friends, and it was, when you're a kid, it's difficult to get together because you got to have your parents drive you places. But I played with my friend Dave Flickinger in high school as a freshman, and Eric Vesbit lived down the road from him. We all went to separate high schools, but they were friends because they lived close to each other. And we played Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, is what we did. And that's when I met Eric Vesbit. Cut to 20 years later, he moves out here, I'm out here, we end up reconnecting, and then he's in the series. So I played in high school a bunch and then didn't play in college. And then when I reconnected with Eric, Eric had a couple of gaming groups. So we got together with him and then my other friend Chris Richmond, and we started playing. And we played all kinds of different role-playing games. We initially played um Aftermath, which is a post-apocalyptic RPG, and then we moved over to Ars Magica, which is basically D&D, but everybody's a magic user, and it takes place in medieval Europe, like historic medieval Europe, which is great. And then we switched over to D&D, and then Christopher Gurman, who's in 12 Sided Die, once we filmed episode one, and then we had at the launch party for episode one, we had a mini D&D session, and Gurman's like, I really want to play with you guys. So now to this day, it's me, Gurman, Eric Vesbit, and then Chris Richmond, who has since moved to the East Coast, and then he plays with us via Zoom, and then Mesa Kronhaus, who's also in the piece. And then, in fact, if you watch the trailer, she edited the trailer. She's an amazing actress, amazing actress, and in fact, she's in the side quest where we do a podcast, which is great. She's in charge of the
Okay.
podcast. So yeah, but she plays D&D with us. So there's five of us that play now. So
Isn't
yeah.
Zoom a great thing? You can do this stuff, because I
Yes.
used to do these at the station. And when the
Mm.
pandemic hit there in 2020, I wasn't able to. It was Nancy McLaughlin from Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives that told me about Zoom.
Okay.
So, and it was Carrie Yates, a guest of mine from the UK, who got me set up on it. And now I could just do these right from my apartment.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah. No, no, this is
I
great.
love
Yeah.
this. Yeah, nice connection.
Yep.
But yeah, I
Yep.
did not know that. Now, growing up, what video games did you like playing?
Let's see. I loved there's a game called Civilization that I loved.
We're
Um
lacking that today.
yeah, yeah. Oh, they just came out with Civilization 6, I think. And then but I also loved like there was a game I can't think of it. It was so low tech. All the Atari stuff.
Yeah,
Space Invaders,
yeah.
and then as stuff graduated to be more, like story based. Those I kind of gravitated toward, like Deus Ex, and the Elder Scrolls stuff. All the Batman Arkham Asylum stuff I loved. I mean, I played those as an adult, but stuff that had a beginning, a middle, and an end, as compared to like Asteroids that just you just played it forever. That always drove me nuts. I mean, but like, look, I played Miss Pac-Man and all that stuff. But like home video games, it was we had the Atari stuff, but that was all like arcade games. It was all, Joust and Frogger and all that kind of stuff, which
Did you play Wreck-It Ralph?
no, I never played Wreck-It Ralph. I've never played that. No, I haven't. No, no, no. Because that was, I mean, they made a movie about it, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, they
joking
did.
with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you mentioned you like sci-fi too. And this really gets it because I didn't know this side of you. So what sci-fi movies do you like?
I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I love all the Star Trek stuff. So yes, definitely. But yeah, as far as other, and then Star Wars too, everybody always
Hmm.
goes competes between Star Trek and Star Wars, and I'm like, we're all on the same team. It's all really great science fiction. I'm trying to think. So as far as really good sci-fi movies, and then all the Firefly stuff, I always thought that was good. I know we're not supposed to like anything Josh Whedon does, but anymore. But I really enjoyed all the Firefly stuff, and even growing up, all the Megaforce and all that kind of cheesy science fiction, 70s stuff. I ate it all up. I totally ate it all up. Um, I liked Aliens, the
Hmm.
second one. That's more sci-fi horror stuff.
Hmm.
But I was I read a lot of sci-fi too. So I read all the Foundation series, and I kind of gravitate to a lot of Star Trek stuff. So I'm really adept in all the Star Trek lore.
You have
So
a favorite
so
Star
yeah.
Trek movie?
Star Trek 2, yeah, Star Trek 2.
That's
Although,
what I
and then
was thinking too.
yeah, but also, but I mean, everybody loves Star Trek 2, but I'm also a fan of 3 and 1. I like the odd numbered ones. I think the first Star Trek movie, the motion picture, that's the closest to like a show. One of the things I think, kind of one of the problems maybe with Star Trek movies is that they always seem to want to have a villain, and the shows didn't kind of have a villain. That they had an adversary. They had an antagonist as compared to a villain. And the motion picture has an antagonist, and Star Trek 4 has an antagonist. They have a problem they have to overcome, as compared to a villain they have to defeat. So 2 did it really well, and it was great that they called back, the original episode Space Seed. But yeah, but a lot of them that have villains, it's tricky. So
I met
so yeah.
William Shatner at Chiller over about a
Uh,
year ago. Yep. So
Gee,
yeah,
which that the first
huh?
Apollo mission hadn't reached the moon. They hadn't gone to Mars, then to the nearest star. It's like saying that you still operated with scalpels and so you paid with caca like your great, 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 great grandfather could. Risk is our business. That's yeah. Nope.
Now, in
Yeah.
terms of Star Wars, we saw the original trilogy at the drive-in growing up.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yep,
me too. Oh yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
I like the original trilogy. I like Rogue One, and I like Force Awakens, and then that's kind of where it ends for me on
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Um,
like Rogue One. I really, really like Rogue One. Yeah.
yeah, you get to see Darth Vader be a real
Yeah,
badass at the
yeah,
end of
yeah.
that.
Like, oh, that's Darth Vader. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So I enjoyed Rogue One a lot, and they tied it in nicely with that first film and or well, the New Hope. But
Right.
yeah, but
I mean, Mark. I mean, I also like the Martian. That's pretty good. Arrival. I thought Arrival was also like a really good first contact mission. Like if aliens are really going to show up, what would that look like? Contact is another great one based on Carl Sagan's book. I really enjoyed that one as well.
I
So
like Blade Runner.
Blade Runner's great. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Can't go wrong with Blade Runner. Did you like the sequel? Did you like
Yes,
Blade
I
Runner
did.
2020?
Oh,
I
yes,
actually
I
liked it
did.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. I enjoyed both of them. I've had Joanna Cassidy on a couple times from the original, and
Oh
I've
wow.
had, yeah, and that was her snake too.
That was her what? Her
Her snake.
I don't know what that means. Sorry.
She
It was
was
her.
the exotic dancer
Oh, gotcha.
that was
Oh,
her
that was
snake.
that's right. It was her snake. I get it. I
Yep,
get it.
like
Oh
she owned
wow.
that snake. And
Wow.
I've had Donna Helsing on, who was one of the you see her with the hockey mask on there in that tube doing the little pole dance thing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
wow. Oh nice.
And I had the guy that
Nice.
wrote Future Noir, the making of Blade Runner on. He was on here for 5 hours.
What?
That's the
What?
longest interview I ever done, and he warned me before I had him on. And yeah, but I just let him talk, and that was great. But I had that. It's funny because when he introduced it, that's like, I have that book. I was like, I didn't realize I had the book this guy had written. But he was on set for that and Conan the Barbarian, and I love Conan the
Okay.
Barbarian. And
Okay.
I love Clash of the Titans, the original as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I saw that as a kid. And as a kid, you just love all that. That's like,
Yeah, yeah, I love the Ray
I
Harryhausen and
mean, like,
stuff.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and I mean, they made a bunch of Sinbad movies too.
I like the Golden
That was,
Voyage the
I
best. That
remember.
had Caroline Munro in it, and I got had her on here, and I met her at Horrorama, and
Oh,
she
geez.
still looks great. Yeah.
Where's Horrorama at?
It's in
What
Toronto. Now,
what
what'd you
city is
pour
that in?
there?
New
What'd
Brunswick?
you pour there?
Okay.
Is that your laxative so that
Oh,
you can
just
go
some
to the
tea.
washroom?
Just some tea.
Tea.
That's my laxative. Yeah,
Uh,
so I go to
uh,
the bathroom. I don't. No, it's just some
yeah.
tea.
I thought
Just
you
some
was getting
tea.
into
Some
Uncle
black
Carter
tea.
territory here. I like
No, that's
tea.
later today. I have a concert I'm going to this afternoon and then an after party.
Oh,
So yeah,
what
that's later
concert?
today. It is of a fiddler from Boston is her name. I'm
Wow.
trying to think of what her name is. It's shoot, it's let me see. Kate McNally.
Kate
Yeah.
McNally. Why
Yeah,
do I
yeah,
know
Katie
that
McNally.
name?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a Scottish fiddler. I think she lives in Boston. But she plays a lot of from what I can tell, a lot of Irish lot of Irish music. So which I'm a
Okay.
huge fan of. So
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So yeah. Yeah, it was fun when we were Secret Santa over in Dublin. We just went to a bunch of Irish pubs and just sang Irish drinking songs and every night. It was so much fun. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that and then Kate Torrey, who's in Secret Santa. She's in 12 Sided Die.
Mhm.
She is having a little a get together this evening. Kate is really cool because she has a very small part in the first season and then a much bigger expanded part in the second season. Because I always thought you've seen the Back to the Future movies, right?
Actually, it's funny you say that because I'm planning to do Fan Expo in August, and right now the top tier guests are Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
Good. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, but like his girlfriend in the first movie, they recast and they gave her a bigger role and then they recast it. And I'm like, well, that's crap. You should just have the same actress. So I had Kate in the first season, and she was there like for one line, and I'm like, you know what? And I knew that character had a bigger role to play in the second season. So I expanded her role. So like even if it so I think it's cool to show the progression of characters that are, small parts and then bigger parts, because that's how people come in and out of life. So she's in both. She came back for the second season. So yeah, and I don't know how I got into that, but yeah.
I liked all the Back in the Futures except for the third one. I just felt the Western element just kind of took away from it. But I saw the third one when it came out,
Hmm.
but I saw the first two when they were re-released a few years ago and for
Okay.
the anniversary. So I got to see them on the big screen. So I like the first two quite a bit, especially that first one. So
Oh, the first
yeah.
one's a masterpiece. First
Hmm.
one's a masterpiece. Yeah.
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 Yep. Yep.
But
But yeah, so yeah, but yeah, Kate and all the cast from the first season come back. Darren Dupree Washington,
mhm.
he's been in just tons of stuff that you've seen. It's weird because like they're all my friends, but they're all names in their own right. Darren's been on Marvel's Agents of Shield. He's been on the sides of buses in London. If you go to Amazon, you see him in one of the advertisements. But he's in just been tons of movies, and he was in Modern Family. Christopher Gurman, who's also in the piece, he was in Modern Family, and Gurman is also he has a recurring role on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He plays the cousin to the Leo Trujillo character. So yeah, so
Okay.
you know. And that's in addition to the Star Trek people. Tim Russ directing it, Andy Robinson. You've seen Dirty Harry, right? The
Yes, I
movie that
have.
yeah, the do you feel did he shoot six or seven? Well, did he? Do you feel lucky? Punk? He plays the punk. He plays the punk in Dirty Harry. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah, he plays this
Andrew Robinson, you got him involved with this.
yeah. He plays Emmett Halverson, who's the creator of the fictionalized D&D game. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he's in,
I
and it's
should.
great because I also he does Shakespeare in this, so I'm very excited to see him do Shakespeare. I mean I've seen it because I was on set when he did it, but it's just very powerful and moving. So yeah, he's just off the charts good,
Oh, send him
So
my way. I'd love to have him on here.
all right.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, that animation is beautiful, colorful.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Ralph Miranda. That's who did it. You know?
He's another guy.
And then
Send
yeah,
my
and
way. I'll have it. I'll promote some. I'll have them come on here. You can promote.
all right, yeah, let me talk to Ralph.
Look, like I
Let
said,
me talk to Ralph.
this is like I didn't know what your new project was. So I mean, this has got a lot of great ambition involved with it. So and I love the contrast of,
Thanks.
you got
Yeah,
the
no, and
sci-fi fantasy, but you got somebody sitting down there with a beer and chips.
yep, yep. No, and that's it. I mean, that's literally my life and the life of Gurman and Eric and everybody I played D&D with. Yeah. So,
Oh, I
yep.
love that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, and we just need a couple of bucks to get us over the end to kind of finish everything. And we have a lot of great perks. I probably went way overboard. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you've had Kickstarters and Indiegogos in the past, So
Yeah,
I
it's
went
been
way
a
overboard
while
with the number of
since I've
perks.
it's been a while since I've contributed because financially
Mm.
especially after my taxes recently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's
But
tricky. It's tricky.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No. So I appreciate every dollar somebody gives.
Hmm.
I will honor every cent. So. But yeah,
Yeah.
we have a lot of great perks. I probably have way too many tiers. I have probably way too many tiers because we have collectible cards, we have dice bags, we have dice, we have autographed scripts, we have downloads of the whole thing when finished. So, if you want to donate at the higher level, you can be an associate producer or a producer. So yeah, yep.
Do I get one where I get to kiss Michelle Renee and Renee Allaire?
I don't. I should talk to her and see if like that would be like a $25,000 tier and see if that would. I just have a limit one of one. And um, God, but Michelle's the best. Michelle's the absolute, and she's a dear,
She's
dear friend of
beautiful.
mine.
I love that fight
So,
scene in Secret Santa.
so yeah, yeah, she nailed it. I mean, she absolutely nailed it. And and look, and she looks great, and she's in shape. I know to this day she takes her fitness very seriously. So she's in good shape, and she's healthy, and just a great person. Just a great person and a good friend. Yeah.
What about you? Do you take
Yeah.
your fitness seriously?
I do. I'm a swimmer. I was a swimmer all through high school, grade school, high school, and college. And I swim 4 or 5 times a week. I'll swim an hour. I'll go like, 3,000, 3,500 yards. I can do 10 100s on the 130, which I'm very proud that at my age I can do 10 100s on the 130 because that's a set we used to do all the time in high school. In the middle of our workout. So yeah. So I no, I swim a lot. I swim a lot. So that's I mean I'll go to the gym when I can, just like run on the treadmill. But no, I'm a swimmer. Yep. Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
No, that animation looks beautiful, and
Well, let me when if you want to have me back when the campaign is going, I'll talk to Ralph. I'll have Ralph on. Ralph can talk about all of that. Yeah,
absolutely.
he's
Yeah,
got
we
stories
should
behind it.
do a group thing on here, have you guys back. Send me the link to it. I'll see what I can do with it. Also, I'm going to say this too, and I've told other
Ye-
people they can do this.
yes.
Anytime you have anything to do with a campaign on there, um, feel free to tag my name.
Okay.
I have no issue with it appearing on my page.
Okay, sure.
No,
Yeah.
I have others that do the same. I permitted them to do it. I know there's some people that don't like that. Me, I don't mind because you're promoting something that,
Yeah.
yeah, I have no issue with that. And if it gets more eyes on it, absolutely, I'm happy to do that.
Well, I'll get your Instagram and, Facebook and all that good stuff. Yeah,
Well,
before
we're
we
on
leave. Yeah.
Facebook.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. We are we,
I
we
mean,
are Facebook friends.
I only tag your name a million times, making funny of Adam.
I appreciate that. And I'm sure Adam appreciates that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, right now I'm just trying to get a bunch of people to click notify me on launch on the Kickstarter page. And you can see these posters on the Kickstarter page too. So, yeah. Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't know. I don't know. He had something about Jason Goes to Hell on there the other day, and I was like, yeah, but it doesn't have Uncle Carter.
Oh, please keep saying that to him. Please keep saying that to him.
Here's the thing. Like, I met, and unfortunately, I can't get him to come on here, and I was so disappointed. But I met Robert Kurtzman and his
Oh,
lovely,
Yeah.
beautiful Marcy King. Man, she's pretty.
Marcy's the best. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love Marcy. Yeah.
Yeah, I met them at Frightmare in the Falls,
Okay.
and I can't seem to get them to come on here, which really bums me out. But
No, he's a great guy. They're both great. Him and Marcy, yeah.
well, I walked up and I presented this,
Oh, nice.
and I was the only one to have this signed by him. I
Wow.
think I got Marcy's signature on here somewhere too, but
Yeah, because now that you think about it, when we were signing all of those, I don't think we got Robert's name on there because it was all the cast and it was all the cast and we're all in Los Angeles at the time anyway. Um and yeah, I don't think he got Robert to sign that. Oh yeah, that's probably very very unique.
well, I
Yes.
got a picture taken with him and Marcy, and Marcy also, I thought she took a picture of me and Robert with this on her camera because
Okay.
she said to me, she says, I want to send this to Adam.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because I really enjoy this movie. And I showed it to my brother a few Christmases ago, and he really liked it.
It's a great fun movie. It's really fun and it's well put together. It's well written, well directed, well acted, and it's, I we had fun doing it, and I love telling people about that movie. Love telling
Yeah.
people about it. Yeah,
So I presented that and got this signed, but yeah, I think she notified Adam that that I had
as
to
she
see.
should. That
Yeah,
she no, and that's if Kirkman signed that, that's or Kurtzman signed it, then that's yeah. Hang on to that. That may be the only one. That may be the only DVD, or even Secret Santa, any sort of press, like, because we signed a ton of movie posters and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he signed any of that, tell you the truth. Unless he was in town here in LA and Adam had him, sign all that stuff. But I don't think he did. I don't think he ever signed. So that's very unique. That is very unique, Greg. That's great. That is
yeah,
great.
yeah. So yeah, and I get a picture taken with both of them, and but Adam told me Robert doesn't like doing podcasts. I
Perfect.
even offered to see if I could get even Marcy to come on here, but I don't think she'll come on without Robert. I'm like, come on, come on. I gave you some
Yeah.
business. I mean, look at this. How many come up there and promoted this? You know?
That's gorgeous. It's such a
Yeah,
yeah, such a gorgeous poster. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so yeah, I
And
got
and
this.
and it's great that it's still physical media. I mean, there's the physical media is kind of
I
going by the
still do.
wayside.
I still do physical
Yeah.
media, you know. My TV is just set up to watch my Blu-rays.
Okay,
That's
that's
it.
perfect. That's
You know,
perfect.
I'm unless I'm watching something on YouTube or whatever, you know, if I happen to find something, but um I do well to keep my rent paid and my bills paid up. Having all these different apps for this and that and in between, you know.
Yeah. Oh
So
my God. So many
yeah,
subscriptions. Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't need all that. So I got my I still got my Blu-rays. So but yeah,
Awesome.
I met them and I got that signed and so I
Excellent.
always try to highlight. This is a film that I've been watching every year at Christmas time too. Usually I do go right up to the 24th, right up to Christmas Eve, and I'll start
Hmm.
December 1st. And there's usually 12 non-horror Christmas films I watch, and
Okay.
there's 12 Christmas horror films I watch.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Nice.
So, and I go
Well,
right
I'm
up.
I'm honored that Secret Santa is one of them.
Yeah,
So
Secret Santa is
so
high on that list.
yep.
I go right up. Christmas Eve, I watch the original Christmas, so which I saw screened in
Oh,
Toronto a few years ago.
okay.
White and black Christmas double screening.
Wow. All right. All right. Oh wow, that must be
Two
yeah,
different, totally
that's
different
different tones of the
audiences.
movies, different tones.
Yeah,
Completely different tones.
yeah. I
Although
went
I
to
I
both.
I want
I
to meet the
love them.
people that love both of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Christmas Black. That's great. That is great.
yeah. So I watch. This is one of the
But yeah,
ones that
I'm
I
very I'm
watch.
I'm, I'm very proud of Secret Santa, and that's great. Yeah. Yep. And I'm very proud of 12 Sided Die. So I really encourage everybody to go to our and I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Send me the
You
link.
just
Now
go to the
we're going to
Kickstarter.
promote that on here. Tell people where they can go to donate.
They go to donate. You can go to two places. You can go right to Kickstarter and type in 12 sided die, or you can go to our website, 12sided die.com. You can watch the trailer, and then just below the trailer is the link to Kickstarter. So you can go right to Kickstarter, or you can go right to our website, 12sided die, which is going to be completely revamped in the next couple of weeks. It's right now, it's kind of an older site, but we're working on bringing it up into the 21st century. So yeah, so you go to 12sidedie.com and then watch the trailer and then click the Kickstarter link. So yeah,
Wow.
yep,
Yeah, when you
yep,
get this up and going,
yes,
let's get a group of you on here and
yeah,
do this. Yeah, I think that would be great. And anybody that wants to come on here solo and chit chat about this, send them my way. I'm happy to do it. Um, yeah,
All right.
I think this is great. Like I said, that animation is terrific.
Yeah, I'll get yeah, we'll come on with Ralph. Let me contact Ralph and he yeah, because Ralph does a lot of stuff. I know he has his own uh cartoon I think that he's doing, so that he would love to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yep, no,
absolutely.
Ralph's been a big he's been doing posters for me for years, and he's a great artist, really talented, super nice guy, super nice guy. So yeah, yeah, I know he'd love to talk about his stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
and he's
Well,
gonna be excited that how enthusiastic you are about it. So yeah,
I think it's great. I think it's great, you
yeah.
know. So, absolutely, absolutely. Do you have anything else you want to plug and promote on here?
That's it for right now. I'm in the pilot of For All Mankind on Apple TV, but Apple they got their own promotional wing. They don't need me to they don't need me to plug their stuff. Um, but that's it. It's Secret Santa 12-sided die. Right now, that's what I got going on. So yeah.
Well, folks, check out 12 Side to Die. Go on the Kickstarter and donate. I'm going to check it out. Send me the links to those, and
You
I'll
got
see
it.
what I can do. And feel free again to tag me on anything. I have no issue with that. So you're
Done,
permitted.
done.
You're
Are you
permitted.
on Instagram? I don't think I have your Instagram handle.
I'm on Instagram. I don't use it a lot, but feel free.
All right. Yeah, that's where like the majority of our news about 12-sided die we release is on our Instagram page.
Okay.
Um so what do you Greg
Huh?
Greg Gilbert? Is that
Yeah. Should
on
be.
Instagram, Greg Gilbert?
Yeah.
All right, doing it right now. I'm doing it right now and in real time. Is it Greg Gilbert 778? Is
I
that
have no
you? Oh no,
idea.
here we go. Python Hyena. Is
Oh,
that
there you
you?
go.
Yeah, that's you.
That's me.
Yep. There we go. Boom. You now have one more follower.
There you go.
Fantastic. Oh yeah, Deb, Petra, Adam Marcus, and Kate Engren. That's those are our mutual friends on the Instagram.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I appreciate all your support for me and for Secret Santa and for 12-sided die over the years, Greg. I
Well,
really
I
appreciate that. Thank
appreciate
you.
you reaching out to me out of the blue to promote this because it tells me that, when people reach out to me for promotion, it tells me I must be doing something right. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep.
So no, I was very happy to have you on here and talk about this, and yeah, I wish you the best with it, and again, we'll talk more about this in the future. Um, Before I let you go, would you
You bet.
mind doing a plug for my show as opposed to a plug in your toilet?
Not at all. Not at all. But yeah.
I'm
What do
never
you want me
going
to
to
say?
let that go. I'm
No,
never going to
no.
let that go.
That's what I'm known for. So from Secret Santa. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, just state your name and say you
Cool.
listen to Greg Gilbert on Python's Paradise.
Gotcha. Hi, I'm Curtis Fortier, and you are listening to Greg Gilbert on Python's Paradise. Boom.
Yes, folks. Yes, folks. Watch him in Secret Santa and watch him with the upcoming project. Plug it one more time.
12-sided die.
12
12-sided
side,
die. Yeah, go to our Kickstarter page, go to our Instagram page.
12 side to die. You know, that sounds worse than a saw trap. It's like,
Yeah. Wow. Yep.
12 sides to die.
It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun.
I bet it
So
is. I wouldn't want to be in a saw trap. Yeah.
cool. Thanks
Well, I had a
a
great
lot,
chat with
Greg. I
you
really appreciate
today.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. You have yourself a wonderful day. And yeah, keep in touch and we'll do this again.
You got it.
Reach out when you guys are ready.
Done. Done and done.
All right. God bless you. You have a great day.
You too, Greg. See ya.
Yeah, bye bye.